There we go. Oh, this is the worst thing. Hi, everybody. Welcome to
And
Real
I
Estate.
reminded you as well.
Welcome to Real Estate for Real People. I'm Kimberly Adams-Mann.
And I'm Russell Mann of Shore West Realtors and TAMThomes.com.
I guess it's better that we had the mic off because then you got to do it right the
You
second
still
time.
didn't show me this slide.
Hi, everyone. Hopefully you had a really great week this week. We've had a really busy week, personally.
Yeah.
Not on a personal level, on a business level, it's been really busy. Written 4 offers this week, and so far we've got 3 of the 4 are accepted. 4th one's still hanging out there because, yeah, we're not going to go there.
Yeah, we're still
Because an
waiting.
agent forgot to present our offer. But we're waiting. We're hopeful. We'll see what happens with that one. We'll let you know later on. But 4 offers written this week, and 3 of the 4 have already been accepted. The 3rd one's still hanging out there. That's a really good
not
week.
bad.
That's a
not
pretty
bad
good
at all.
week. And we listed another property this week as well.
It was a case of I was out showing properties and then phoning them through to Kimberly. Hey, can you write an offer? I'm
sending another client to the office so you can write an offer, okay?
Yeah.
Sure, I guess so. Don't have anything else to do, but sure. But that was actually, and that was because 3 of them were Friday. All
Yeah.
like bang, bang, bang. 3 of those 4 right back
Different
to back.
clients, different areas. So I was driving from one location to another to show properties.
Yep.
And then when they want to write on it, I had to get to show the other properties.
Absolutely.
So that's where working as a team really helps out.
Absolutely, yeah.
We can cover each other on
Yep.
things like that. So
Absolutely. So that's what's excellent, and like I said, hopefully we'll have that 4th one accepted sometime this week once it gets presented to the seller.
Yeah.
So anyway, so let's talk about this week in real estate news. What is happening this week in real estate news? Russ, do you know what's happening in real estate news this week?
Well, you told me something about Justin Bieber.
Well-
What's Justin Bieber got to do with real estate?
Well, you know what? Well, he owns real estate, so that's part of it. But let's actually talk about the first one here, which is, let me go back to the PowerPoint. Here we go. So the first one is, there were 2 unique sales offered up this week, and here's the first one. The first one is a $1 sale of a home. Yeah, that's right, folks. You want a house, and you want a house really bad. You can buy this house in Hawkinsville, Georgia.
Have a hut for a buck.
Yeah, a hut for a buck. $1. It is only tax assessed at $15,000, but heck, the taxes are only $200 a year. That's cheap.
Yeah.
House is in a little bit of disrepair. However, it's a 2-bedroom house with, it didn't actually say if it had a bathroom. It just said 2-bedroom house. That might be the problem. But they have not been able to sell it. They have actually decided they're going to drop the price all the way down to $1. Obviously, if somebody buys this and they want clear and clean title, they're going to have to run title services themselves and pay for that themselves as the buyer. But still, I mean, in Wisconsin, that's
And
only
there
like
may be-
$1,000. So
There may be city orders that they
Yeah.
have to do some
but
work.
it might be really bad because here's the thing. They offered to give it to the city, to donate the house and the property to the city, and the city turned them down.
Yeah.
So I bet it's a gem of a house. But anyway,
Knock
we
it down
thought-
and make a car park. There we go.
We thought that was, I did think that was pretty awesome, though. You can get a house at number 235 North Dooley Street, Hawkinsville, Georgia. If you want more details, just Google 235 North Dooley Street in Hawkinsville, because pretty much every news agency around there had something to say about it. So that's kind of a different thing. But the second unique type of sale that was offered this week, you mentioned it a little bit, was Justin Bieber. The Biebs, who is all grown up now because he got married, and he and his wife bought a house this year in January for $8.5 million. Right?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. It actually looks like a very nice house. And yet the other day, he got on Instagram and was offering to sell it and said, "Make me an offer." He's offering to sell his new home with all the furnishings, but he didn't use an agent. Oh, no. Because he's the Bieber, so he can just do it his own way. So he got on Instagram, took photos of his legs in various rooms. Essentially, that's what it looks like. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and Google this as well. This story, it was kind of funny. In one photo, he's petting his cats, which they said were worth $35,000 for these 2 rare type cats, apparently. And all you see is like his knees down. But he is offering to sell it with all the furnishings. So all the furniture included. And he has not said what the price is, though. But we all know that he paid $8.5 million for it in January. Probably unfurnished, though.
Yeah, and I
And
can't
he
see him
hasn't
doing
lived
all
there.
the showings either, even though he hasn't got an agent. Yeah, can you imagine all the fans like banging on his door? We want to see your house.
The other question is, the Beeb has been single for so long. I wonder if he ran this by his wife before he threw this out on Instagram.
Maybe he's not gonna have a wife much longer.
No.
That's why he's putting it up for sale.
Maybe, but I mean, that doesn't seem like a really great way to go about selling your home, though.
No.
Not sure Instagram's a good way to sell a home. So, but anyway, he says make an offer. So if you want to make an offer, go ahead.
Maybe you can get 2 houses for $1.
Yeah, so make him. I'm pretty sure he's not going to take $1 for his house. Not like the one in Georgia. Yeah, pretty sure that's not happening. So here we go. We are going to talk about sale to assess this week, though. That's, of course, important, and we love to talk about that every once a month. We actually had been so busy the week before. We normally do it the first week of the month, and unfortunately, Russ fell a little bit behind.
Yeah.
But he caught up this week, so let's talk about sale to assessed. So what's happening in sale to assess, Russ? Take it away.
So Kenosha is at 124.49%,
We're
which
doing
is
Kenosha first? Okay.
which is actually down from last month. Only slightly though. There was 124.58 last month, so it's negligible. They've dropped a little bit. However, Racine is actually up. Racine is up to 128.63 from 128.32. So Racine's on the rise. Kenosha's just
kind of holding steady pretty much, though, for the year.
It's pretty much level.
Yeah, I mean, because for the year, oops, sorry, I went back too far. For the year, Kenosha's at 128% still trending for the year, and Racine is at 123% for the year. So September was a little bit higher for Racine and a little bit lower for Kenosha. So it just means that 1 month was a little bit higher or lower. So, all right, not too bad. So we've done sale to assessed, and now it is time. It is the time when we talk about what is new on the market.
New on the market.
Should we have? We really should have some kind of music
have
there.
Some music for that.
Da, 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 some trumpet or probably not me pretending to be a trumpet though. That's not good. No.
Or a drum roll.
A drum roll?
Yeah.
Ugh, you're asking me to add more to this broadcast? Then. Okay, folks. Russ needs to take a little bit of a drink here. So, he's got to catch his breath. You ready? I'm on camera.
So, the first one is, I'm going to sneeze now, is 833 Blaine Avenue.
And this one's 75 to 150K. And what's the actual price?
$129,900.
$129,900.
It's a 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom, and 1.5 car garage.
And it's actually offered by First Weber Realtors, and this particular agent at First Weber is one of our favorites to work with. So shout out to Andrew. Anybody interested in this, absolutely give us a call, and we will be happy to hook you up with this. And we love working with that agent. So
yeah, it's a really good agent.
He's an agent that is very fair to work with as another agent. It's over 1,000 square feet above grade. A little bit of finish
and
below
grade. And
grade.
it's got some finish. Yeah.
Absolutely, $129,900.
And show them the pictures.
Ta-da!
So that's the
outside.
Outside, nice curb appeal. It looks really good.
Yep, absolutely.
And I really like that the living room into the dining area. It's got those beams there.
Yeah, but it does also have wallpaper.
Yeah, I know.
Not everybody loves wallpaper. Not everybody loves wallpaper. So, and what else have we got? We've got some finished space in the basement, though.
So great space in the basement. Looks really clean down there. Nice space. So, yeah.
Very nice.
I thought for that price it was in
what was that again? $129,900?
$129,900.
Yeah, that's actually pretty nice because as long as you've got a garage, you should be over $120.
Yeah.
Anything right now in Racine that has a garage is going to be over 120, even if it's only 1,000 square feet.
And the living room's 18 by 12, so it's a good sized living room.
That's a decent sized living
Yeah.
room. Yeah. The bedrooms are a little bit odd. There's a 12 by 7 bedroom. That's a little bit odd. That's very narrow and very long.
Uh-huh.
So it might be more functionally a 2 bedroom.
Yeah. And the rec room downstairs is 25 foot long by 9.
By 9 feet
Yeah.
wide, though. That's really skinny, too. So a little bit of a long, skinny
Small pool
stuff.
table.
I don't think you can get a pool table in that basement. I mean, it looks like they barely have a dining room table in the basement, so pretty sure a pool table is not going to do
Hey,
well.
get a card table down there.
Well, that's true. You could probably fit a card table down there. Absolutely. All right. Our next category, the 150 to 250. What have we got, Russ?
This one, there was quite a few in this category that were really good, and it was like between, I really had to narrow it down. There was about 4 properties that were really, really good that all could have made the grade.
Okay, so what made you
but I
pick
went
this
for
one?
this one. Well, you'll have to see the pictures to actually to see, but this is 4510 56th Street in Kenosha. It's on for 234.9, and it's a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom with a 2-car garage, attached garage, and it's got really good vaulted ceiling in there. You know.
So what made you pick this one?
Well, look at the kitchen. It's fantastic. You know, really looks nice.
Okay.
And this I love.
Is it a
This is the
resin floor?
basement. It's a marble resin floor.
Well, that just means it's marbled looking.
Yeah,
But it's resin.
That looks phenomenal.
It's an epoxy marbled floor, but resin epoxy.
Yeah,
Same
in the
thing.
basement. Doesn't it make it look? It really pops.
Yeah. Although I don't like it when agents do these like up and down shots, because all the brochures that print from the MLS and Shore West and every other agency out there, they all push everything into a sideways look. So the problem with this kind of a shot is that it distorts the picture when you put it onto a brochure. And it is with Coldwell Banker Real Estate 1. And yeah, I mean, it's not a bad house though. Not a bad house. Moving on to 250 to 350K.
This one is 23305 81st Street in Salem.
Yep, and which is now, of course, the village of Salem Lakes. If it is,
It is indeed.
as far as
Salem Lake.
yeah, that's what it's taxed by. It's
Yeah.
now. It used to be Salem and what else is it? There were a couple of different small municipalities that bonded together for taxing purposes. So it's now Salem Lakes, basically. Although some of the mailing address still says Salem, but Salem Lakes is where you want to actually mail it to now. We have a client that lives over in that area, and I was sending her like fun, cool stuff, and it kept getting back a return. I'm like, I know your address. You bought the house through us. I know the address. And I finally called, I got a hold of her on the phone, and she's like, oh no, it's because we're now Salem Lakes, and that even changed the postal stuff. And I'm like, oh.
But surely the post office knows that and should continue delivering.
I have no idea.
Oh, well.
I know.
Government departments.
Yes, government.
If you know the reason why they won't deliver, even though it used to be named that,
Yeah.
you can let us know.
Yeah, exactly.
But
anyway,
this
this
is a 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom with a 2.5 car garage.
And it's courtesy of Remax Newport Elite.
Yep.
And here's some photos. What's the price on this again?
264.9.
Oh, so it's just over the 250 price point, and it is 1,663 square feet above grade.
Yeah,
And it looks like they've got bathrooms on 3 different levels.
correct.
They've got one on the main, one on the upper, and one on the lower. So no matter what level of the house you're in, you get a bathroom. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, no, the master bedroom's like 15 by 19.
That's a huge master bedroom.
But I really love this, the living
And it
area.
looks like, I bet that bathroom up there is a master bathroom as well, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Because it looks like the only thing on the upper is that master bedroom,
Yeah.
so it's probably a master suite on the upper, is what I'm guessing at that. So, okay, that's kind of cool. That's a huge. What's the dining room? The living room is
16 by 21.
so
for
it's
the
not
living
much
room.
bigger. So it's almost as big as the living room. The master bedroom is what I'm saying.
And the dining room's 10 by 17.
Yeah, big.
I mean, that's the.
So what's
living
this room right here? Is this the
That's
living
the
room?
living room, yeah.
Okay, so But that's pretty much close to the size of the master bedroom, though, is what I'm saying. That's a huge master bedroom, too.
Yeah.
That's a really nice.
That's the master bath.
Nice, very nice.
You can see the showers next to the bath. So you've got the shower here, and the
Russ is pointing at it.
yeah,
I better
I'm pointing at it so Kimberly can mouse over it.
Except for some reason it's not. There we go. If I come in that way.
So that's the shower. There's an enclosed shower. There's a walk-in
there's a
shower.
bathtub right behind
you've got
it.
the bathtub there, and then
Of course the toilet. And I'm assuming the sink is probably behind
yeah,
us in
it's
the
the
shop.
double sinks as well.
It's double sinks?
The other side of the shower.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, it's right behind this shop, basically.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the next one, 350 to 500K. And this is 4230 86th Place in Kenosha. 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 2-car garage. And this is courtesy of Remax Leading Edge. So that's a different Remax. That's not the same Remax. That one is in Kenosha. There's 2 in Kenosha, actually. There's 2 Kenosha Remaxes, and they are not the same company.
Now this property is in Pleasant Prairie, and it is on the market for $379,900.
That's... I don't know. How much acreage does it have with it?
This one has 0.37 of an acre.
Okay.
It has got finished space down below.
2,000 square feet above grade.
Yeah.
Almost 700 below.
Mm-hmm.
Good sized master bedroom, though. Again, a 20 by 16 master bedroom.
Yeah, and a 20 by 11 living room. So
ooh, a family room that's 38 by 15.
Yeah.
And a rec room.
Yeah.
That's 30 by 23,
huge
plus
space.
a living room. So you have a rec room, a family room, and a living room, all huge.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, the master bedroom's bigger than the living room.
Yeah.
Is the mic on?
That's...
The desktop audio.
Yes, right here.
No, the desktop audio is the on above. Okay.
So, this is... that's a big
the
living
family
room.
room.
That's the
not
family?
the living room, that's the family room.
Oh, wow. That is huge.
38 by 15 is the family room.
Right, right. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, there's that master bedroom.
Uh-huh.
Nice. Okay, that's a great big house.
It is, yeah.
All right, moving
Got
on.
plenty of space to move around on that.
And now we get to our over 500K.
Now, there wasn't much choice this week on the over 500.
Really?
Yeah, there was, in actual fact, there was only 2 on the radar, and one of those had expired previously. So, and we tried.
It was
to
really
keep
a relist. It wasn't a
yeah,
new.
Yeah, we tried to keep it as actually new listings. So it is the one and only. And
okay.
It is 8450 Anna Avenue.
And I will say, though, that if we ever get to where there is only the one and only and there's still not a good looking house, we're not going to put them on.
Yeah.
Because we have seen that. Oddly enough, we've actually seen houses over 500,000 that we would not showcase because the photos are so appalling.
Yeah. And that is one of the criteria when we're looking at these houses, and we do apologise if you've got a house that you think is even better than these houses. Well, what are the photos like? Because we go on quality of the photos. If someone's taking photos on a mobile phone, I don't think any agent should ever do that. For a starter, it should always use professional photography. And some of the quality of the photos is appalling, to be quite honest with you. And as soon as we see bad photos, we're straight past that property. We're looking at the next one for this particular thing. Obviously, if we're looking for clients, we have to.
Yeah, we're trying to bring you the best of the best in this broadcast. We're not trying to bring you the worst of the worst. Although that might be an interesting idea sometime. Maybe we could contrast the worst of the worst.
Show the
we just won't tell people what they are. We'll just say, don't. Oh, look at how maybe we'll just do a feature one week with the bad MLS photos. That might be kind of fun. That might be interesting. Like I saw one this week that we actually was one of the properties that our clients offered on, and in the photo, look, actually Russ has sold one of them that he sold this week. One of them that you sold. One of them that he sold was actually way better in person than the photos. Isn't that what you said?
Yeah.
About PBs? Yeah. When they got to the property, it was like, wow, that's awesome. Okay, so let's take a look at this over 500K.
This is 8450 Anna Avenue. It's on for 595,000. It is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath with 3.5 car garage. And
what's the square footage?
The square footage is 3895 with 1,400 square feet below grade.
So 3895 above grade.
Yeah.
And then 1400 below grade.
5,300 square foot all in. Yeah.
And what's the price? 595. So actually, we're just barely over the 500s. That's a lot of square footage. I mean, you're talking about, $1,000. That's $100 per square foot, basically, or close to, just over $100 per square foot. That's a really good price for that kind of house.
Now the master bedroom.
And this is by the Stefaniak Group. I'm not really familiar with them, so but that's who has this listed.
We're talking about big master bedrooms. This one is 26 by 16.
Yeah, that's a big master bedroom.
That's a big master bedroom.
What's interesting though is the second bedroom's 18 by 12.
Yeah.
And the living room is about the same size, 25 by 17. That's pretty much the same size of the living room as the master bedroom again.
And the kitchen's 31 by 15.
Wow.
So yeah.
What photos did you choose here? So
I chose the living room looking through. If you can see behind the 2-seater sofa there, the love seat is a dining area, and then beyond that is the kitchen. So it's a really long through space. So if you're entertaining, it's perfect because
even though it's not technically open plan, it is kind of open to all the way through.
Yeah, so you can, if you're preparing food in the kitchen, you're not going to be left out of it because you can see what's going on in the living room.
Yeah, I can see it all the way through.
Yeah.
What's the next photo we've got here?
Well, this is an aerial shot because I just thought, it's great open space there. You've got the swimming pool. It shows, the back of the house. I just thought that was
so
a
not
great
only
shot.
does this have all the great bedrooms and the great square footage inside, it also has that great in-ground pool in the back. So
great outdoor entertaining space as well as indoor entertaining space.
And it looks like a pretty good sized lot too, over half an acre. So
yeah,
that's very nice. All right, that's awesome. Good job this week, Russ.
Now
we're also going to talk about a bonus listing because we have a new listing again. It's another one this week. It's another 2-family, so it doesn't fall under the category of our normal stuff, which is single-family homes. And so let's talk about that one, shall we?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to talk about it because since I handle most of the listings for us, we do have a bonus listing. It's 923 Wilson Street. It is a 2-family home. It is available for viewings right now, but it hasn't gone on the MLS. It goes on tomorrow morning. So it will be on the MLS tomorrow. If you're already working with an agent, contact them, let them know. Here's the great thing about it. It's a 2-family home. This one has 4 bedrooms and 1 bathroom in the lower unit, and 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms in the upper unit.
That's cool.
Yeah. Now there is also a tenant already there that's paying $850 a month for the upper unit.
Wow.
And they're planning to stay. And I can't imagine why anybody would want them to go because 4 bedrooms on the lower is still plenty of space for an owner occupant. Yeah. It's huge. It's like 1,500 square feet on the main level. Again, this one does have coin-op laundry in the basement as well.
So, yeah.
Extra
so you've
income.
got all your bases covered there. You've got coin-op laundry.
Now, if you're looking for, it also is going to be listed as a single family. So if you are looking for a absolutely massive house, you could have an 8-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. Because again, the staircase, the main staircase on this, you can come in the front door and you can go to the left and go. If you go to the left, you go up the stairs to the unit upstairs. If you go to the right, you walk into the living room for the downstairs.
Cool.
So yeah, so that's kind of cool. Really.
How much is that one?
That one is listed for $95,000.
Wow, under 100,000.
Under 100,000.
8-bedroom, 3-bathroom house if it's a single family, or you've got a great investment property.
$850 a month. $850 a month in rent for a 95. If you mortgage a $95,000 house, even if you go FHA, you're probably not paying much more than $850 a month for your mortgage payment. So essentially, you have a house and your tenant upstairs is paying your mortgage.
Yeah.
So that's a really cool aspect for sure. At $95,000, it's absolutely bargain. It has all new windows throughout, all energy efficient windows. It has new laminate flooring throughout all the units. Comes with the appliances, the stove and the refrigerator. Massive kitchen. It's a 15 by 15 kitchen in the lower unit. The upper has the additional bathroom, so some of the extra some of the bedrooms are slightly smaller up there, but it's getting $850 in rent. And Wilson is a one-way street, so you don't get a lot of crazy traffic through there. And in fact, I showed it to one of my customers yesterday, and the tenant was actually there, and he was like bragging about how much they like the street and how much they love living there, and which
Ooh.
I have to say that's really unusual. Normally tenants are really scared by the idea of someone else owning the property, and they'd stand there and talk about all the bad things, but he was actually bragging on it because it is a really great property. Doesn't have a garage, so that's one of the, so to speak, downsides.
Yeah.
But it does have off-street parking. You can park up to 4 cars on the side of the house easily. Not 4 next to each other, but probably 2 and 2. So that way your tenants could get in and out easily. So you could probably put 2 and 2, like 2 next to each other and 2 behind each other easily, and then be able to use that. So yeah, it's a really great property, and $95,000 is a really great price.
So if you want to see it, if you have some interest or know somebody that is, contact us.
So here's one of the things is that we've been talking about this for a while. Probably about 6 months we've been talking about this to various people. I'm really, really committed to the idea that I think that people in their 20s who, are not settled down and building a family yet, they're just kind of, figuring out life and everything. This would be a great opportunity because you get yourself in this and you have somebody else paying. I mean, if you're going to live in an apartment anyway and pay rent, why not have somebody else pay your rent, so to speak?
And then you've got a great property to either sell on later,
or mortgage it again.
Carry on,
Pull the equity from it for the real family home when you do meet that great girl or that great guy, and start your investments early. There is just, and it's actually a trend that we talked about. What was it, maybe 3 weeks ago, with young people buying investment properties across the country, not necessarily buying where they're going to live, and just hooking up with a management company. Because if you did buy this as an investment property as a young person, and you're pulling $1,700 a month in rent, that's a ton of money.
Yeah.
You can easily afford to pay a management company to manage and fix and keep everything for you while you're still investing in yourself and in your future, no matter where you're living in the country. So definitely an awesome opportunity on that 923 Wilson. So, and let's take a look at some of the pictures of this house. The windows that they have, for some reason, before they bought it, they boarded up a window and put siding over it here. There used to be a window there, but it has siding now. It has a great ramp, so it even has it's even handicap accessible if you need to. And it has one entrance here. You can go into the lower, and then, like I said, up the stairs to the left to the upper unit. Or you can have 2 separate entrances. This actually goes into the kitchen of the lower unit. So if this tenant doesn't, on the main level, does not want to see the people upstairs, they don't really have to. So moving on. So this is the size of that lower unit. You can see it's got some nice furnishings there. That's just staging for photography and things like that. Well, actually some of it's not. Some of it is the tenant's property that live there. But we've got the dining room at the front is how this was set up, and the living room, and then the kitchen is on the other side of the living room in this scenario. There's a kitchen right there.
It's a huge space.
Yeah, I said 15 by 15. And then what you don't know for sure, but this right here is the master bedroom back there. It's 13 by 9. It's a pretty good size for this. It's not a small, tiny one. And then you've got the bathroom on the other side here, and then 3 bedrooms going down the side of the house. So pretty cool. Here's that master bedroom that I was talking about. That's at the back, off the kitchen. Walk through into it from the kitchen. This is the upstairs unit with the table, living room. It's like a living room, dining room combination, and then a kitchen again. But it's very open because of the way it's structured. And yeah, so
cool.
That's kind of where we are.
It's in really good shape for a rental property.
For a rental property, it's in great shape. It does have 2 furnaces and 2 water heaters. And one of the furnaces is fairly new as well because it was replaced in the last couple of years. Because the tenant was telling us about that. So, yeah. So anyway, So that's where we are with that. Let's talk about my open house. I'm the only one that had an open house this week. Russ had some other things to do with buyers, so wasn't able to do an open house.
I had to go over lots of paperwork as we wrote lots of offers.
Yes,
during the week.
of course. So we did an open house. I've not really ever done open houses too much at two-family properties, and this was at 1645 to 1647 Flet, the one that we had as a new listing last week. We held that open, and I held it open today, and actually I had about 5 groups come through, which was
cool. That's
was
really good.
great. Yeah, partly through our advertising, because we do advertise it out, and partly because we do a lot of signage as well. We put a lot of signs out and made sure everybody knew what was what and where was where. So
we did invest early on in buying lots of signs. And
Yep.
if people were leaving the industry or going to another company, we would buy their signs off them.
Yeah,
So-
we now have 22 open house
Yeah.
signs. So no matter how deep back you are in your subdivision, we can still sign you out
Yeah.
all the way to the.
And
in
it's
fact,
surprising how many people when they attend our open houses and we say, "How did you find us today? Was it through
your signs."
advertising?" And they say, someone will say, "Yeah, it was your advertising. We saw it on Facebook or we saw it online." But quite a lot of people, a considerable amount, are saying, "Oh, we saw your signs out on the main road and followed them in."
yeah, I mean, we even on our listing that we have up north right now, that one is 6 miles back from the main road in that town.
Yeah.
And we have enough signs, and every time we've done an open house there, we've signed all the way back from the main road, all the way back to the property.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. We have tons and tons of signs. I think it only took 10 signs for that one.
Yeah, it was 10.
It was 10. But even for something like that, we have been able to have quite a bit. So we had 5 people come through. I actually had a text message from, I think, somebody who attended the open house asking me a question. I did respond to it, but they haven't responded back, so I'm not really sure what that is. I'll probably have to follow up with them tomorrow and say, because I do have more than one property listed. I think it was from the open house today because of the question, but I actually texted back and said which property to their question because it could have applied to any. But most likely from that. So anyway, moving on to our last segment is our tip of the week. Tip of the week. So our tip of the week. Well, this tip of the week kind of comes a little bit because of something that's going on at our house.
Yeah.
Russ, do you want to tell people what happened this week at our house?
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We have squirrels in our attic.
We have a hole in on the
We just found
fascia. We found a hole on the fascia because we would be in the bathroom upstairs and you could hear them scurrying around.
We could hear something and we weren't sure
thought
what it was. And
was
then,
it on the roof or in the attic? And
Yep.
and it appears they've got into the attic. There's a hole at the side, so we need to. I don't like heights, and I don't have a long enough ladder anyway, even if I did, and so it looks like we're going to be looking for somebody to get up there and fix the hole.
So our tip of the week this week is
fascia.
check for gaps in your soffit and fascia before winter.
Uh-huh.
And here's the reason, folks, because squirrels and mice are starting to store away the food for the winter, and you don't need much of a crack for them to get in. Really, for a squirrel or a mouse to get in your house and set up a nest, they only have to fit their tiny little skull through, and their skulls are so tiny. The mice are smaller than a
Well, it
dime.
looks like they've pulled part of the fascia off to be able to get in there.
Oh, squirrels are nasty
and
then.
chewed away at it and everything.
Well, and we absolutely want to make sure they're out of there because we're having the electric completely replaced in our house.
Yeah, we don't
Right
want
now,
them
I'm
chewing
not
through
too.
that.
We don't want them chewing through the electric, but I'm not as worried about it now because it's the old stuff, and there's not a lot. There's some of it up there that's not even working anymore, so that's not a big deal. But we definitely don't want them up there when that new electric gets put in the next month, hopefully. We're just waiting on the electrician to come back to us. So. Make sure you're checking for gaps in your soffit and fascia before winter. Squirrels and mice are starting to store away for the winter, and you don't need much of a crack for them to get in and bed down for the winter. Even a small gap can cause a big problem. So you want to check the ends of your soffits and fascias, which is where this was, which is like an end cap of one of our
It was, yeah.
of one of our fascias. And you also want to check behind the gutters. Make sure there's not some small hole behind a gutter that, just kind of look up there, put something up to see if there's any holes behind them. Because a squirrel or a mouse can still get in. Like, they're good at clinging to stuff, even if it's behind a gutter. They're resilient and resourceful. So instead of the whole capital N, what's in your wallet, we're talking about what's in your attic.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's pretty much it for this week, you guys. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
We've not had anybody chatting today, which seems to be par for the course for our lives, but you know what? That's okay. We have had people watching, and that's more important. So we do appreciate those who watch us and are faithful watching every week. Anything else you want to add in, Russ?
Nope.
Yeah. I will tell you
It's
that
getting
in 2
colder
weeks.
though.
Oh yeah, we didn't have the
I don't like
temperature.
it getting colder.
Oh, the temperature just dropped 2 days ago to like 40 degrees all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's really cold all of a sudden.
It was like 46 this morning.
I'm sure we'll have Indian summer soon.
44 this evening.
Yeah, I should let you guys know we're not going to do a live on the 28th, and that is because we are going to be out of town. However, we are going to pre-record and upload for the 7 o'clock time so that you will have something on that same time, on the same time that we always do go live. So you'll have something to watch at 7 o'clock. It just will not be completely live with a chat available.
Going away for my birthday.
Yeah, his birthday's on the 24th, so he wants to go away. And he's very excited. We won't tell you about it yet, but maybe we'll tell you what we're doing when we go away. It'll be a secret for now.
Yeah.
But anyway, we will be going away for his weekend, for his birthday, just for about, 3 days probably.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday for sure, maybe even Tuesday. We'll see. So we might be back by Tuesday, but not sure. But for sure going away for 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and yeah, and maybe back on Tuesday.
So take care.
Yeah. So thanks so much for joining us, everybody. If you do like what you see here, do us a favor, please. Click like, subscribe, leave some comments, and turn on that notification bell. And you will see our other content that we upload all week. There actually was an open house. I'm starting a new one where I'm trying to upload the open houses onto YouTube as well.
That's cool.
When Russ does his open houses, we may not get his up because he does not do YouTube as well as I do for uploading. But I'm happy because he does the Facebook ones now. So he's consistent on the Facebook ones. We'll be happy with that. And then we'll probably upload them after the open house so you guys can get a little bit of a flavor of what that's like. And yeah, so we're going to be doing more of that. We're actually starting to really upload a lot on YouTube.
Yeah.
We've got 2 consistent videos a week plus the live, and now we're adding the open houses, so that'll be a 3rd or 4th, depending on how many open houses we have.
We'll have a cooking show soon.
No, we're not going to have a cooking show. No, we're going to stick to real estate, folks, even though we're both good cooks as well, yeah. But no, we're not going to do a cooking show. No.
Not a keto cooking show?
No, not any cooking show. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. You have yourself a great real estate week, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Talk to you later.